You know, you have a nasty reputation, Mr. Gittes. I like that.
Thanks.
Well, you see, if you were a bank president, it would be one thing. But in your business, it's admirable. And it's good advertising.
Doesn't hurt.
Attracts a client like my daughter.
Probably.
But I'm surprised she's still working with you. That is, unless she's suddenly come up with a different husband.
No. She happens to think the last one was murdered.
How'd she get that idea?
I think I gave it to her.
Uh-huh. Oh, I hope you don't mind. I believe they should be served with the heads on.
It's fine. As long as you don't serve chicken that way.
Tell me, Mr. Gittes, what do the police say?
Police are calling it an accident.
Who's the investigating officer?
Lou Escobar. He's a lieutenant.
You know him?
Oh, yes.
Where from?
We worked Chinatown together.
Would you say he's a capable man?
Very.
Honest?
Well, as far as it goes. Of course, he has to swim in the same water we all do.
Of course. But you have no reason to believe that he's bungled the case.
None.
That's too bad.
Too bad.
See, it disturbs me, Mr. Gittes. Makes me think that you're taking my daughter for a ride. Financially speaking, of course. How much are you charging her?
Usual fee. Plus a bonus if I come up with any results.
Are you sleeping with her? Oh, come, Mr. Gittes. You don't need to think before you answer that, do you?
If you want an answer to that question, I can always have one of my own men on the job. Good afternoon, Mr. Cross.
Mr. Gittes, you're dealing with a disturbed woman who's just lost her husband. I don't want to take an advantage of. Sit down.
What for?
You may think you know what you're dealing with, but believe me, you don't. Why is that funny?
Just something the DA used to tell me about Chinatown.
Was he right? Just precisely what do you know about me, Mr. Gittes?
Mainly that you're rich and far too respectable to want your name in the papers.
Of course I'm respectable. I'm old. Politicians, ugly buildings, and whores get respectable if they last long enough. I'll double whatever your fees are. And I'll give you $10,000 if you find Hollis's girlfriend.
His girlfriend?
Yes, his girlfriend.
You mean that little chippy he was with at the Omacondo?
Yes. She's disappeared, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that strike you as odd?
Nope. She's probably scared to death.
Wouldn't she be a useful person to talk to?
Maybe.
If Mulray was murdered, she would have been one of the last people to see him alive, wouldn't she?
You didn't see Mulray much, did you?
No.
When was the last time?
Oh. When you get my age, those sorts of things slip.
Well, it was about 5 days ago. You outside the pig and whistle having one hell of an argument. Oh, I have the photographs in my office if they'll help you remember. What was your argument about?
My daughter.
What about her?
Just find the girl, Mr. Gittes. I happen to believe that she is frightened, and I know that Hollis was quite fond of her. I'd like to help her if I can.
Didn't realize you and Hollis were so fond of each other.
Hollis Mulray made this city, and he made me a fortune. We were far closer than Evelyn realized.
you want to hire me, I still have to know what you and Mulray were arguing about.
Well, she's an extremely jealous person. I didn't want her to find out about the girl.
How'd you find out?
I still have a few teeth in my head, Mr. Gittes, and a few friends in town.
Okay. My secretary will send over a letter of agreement. Tell me, are you worried about the girl or what Evelyn might do to her?
Just find the girl.
I'll look into it. As soon as I check out some avocado groves.
Avocado groves.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Cross.